too much for my little brain to handle right now.
So these three cards are getting the call up.
We've simplified it. We are just running Fire King Snake Eyes.
I just click no to the Ash effect. And I've just done exactly the same mistake that I have done at locals that I've just realised. With Snake Eye Fire King, I actually managed to beat Tempire.
So I can play this deck and I can win games. It is a new day, and I think I've come to the decision that Fire King Snake Eye Azumina is too much for my little brain to handle right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dumb down the deck for the next locals. Are you serious? You're choosing now to make all the noise? So I'm going to dumb it down for the next locals, and I'm just going to play. He is not going to let me film this, I guarantee it. So for the next locals, I'm just going to play Fire King Snake Eyes. Simplify it, only have 2 different engines running. Because to be honest, the Azumina stuff, especially because I haven't got Deception, it kind of doesn't feel that strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out for now, and I've always got the option to bring it back in as and when I get better with my combos, and I don't even have to think about it.
So these three cards are getting the call up, at least. I'm definitely going to add a couple more as well, but these are ones that were not previously in the deck that we're going to see how they do.
So I can't actually make locals this week, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to keep practicing, ready for the next time that we do go. So this week, after what happened last week, I'm giving myself this week to actually learn this deck like the back of my hand. As I said in the last clip, we've simplified it. We are just running Fire King Snake Eyes, none of the Azumina stuff yet, and we're just going to hope that we can nail this down so that we can take it to the next time we are at locals and take some more wins.
So here is the updated deck list without the Azumina stuff. As you can see, I have put in quite a few more hand traps and added in a couple of the extra Snake Eye spells. I'm hoping that this is just gonna add to some simplicity, so I'm not having to think of more lines at the same time. Hopefully it should add some consistency, because I've got more things to do with Snake Eyes if they do get negated, but we'll see how we get on. I've got a theory for rock, paper, scissors on this. Everyone clicks whatever's closest to their ready button, so I'm just going to counter whatever he does with mine. So he's closest to rock here, so I'm just going to go paper and hope for the best. Never mind. So we've got a 1 for 1 to start off with, so I'm going to use that to get my Ash to start the combo. I'm thinking, is there anything else I can do? No, Ash is pretty sure. Yeah, Ash is definitely the best play. Let's get Ash on the field and then get Poplar. Oh, I just click no to the Ash effect. Okay, so that means I don't get Poplar. I'm gonna pretend that instead of that I just got Veiled, because that's embarrassing. So let's try and get ourselves out of this if we can. Let's Fire King Island to just start a Fire King setup instead. So let's get the Ponyx. Yep, let's summon the Ponyx. And I've just done exactly the same mistake that I have done at locals that I've just realised. Because I've activated Fire King Island, I don't then get to put Garunix in my hand because I've activated it already. So realistically what I should have done was just get Garunix straight into hand. Yeah, I think that this is over. I can try and weasel my way out of this, but I'm pretty sure that even if I get Kirin on the field, it's just, yeah, this is a loss. On to the next one. Right, come on, game 2. He's got to go scissors this time. Closest. Fuck. Right, okay, number 2. He's going to go rock again. He's going to go rock. Come on, right, let's go. First up. Right, we start the Ash. Does it get through? Yes, it does. Right, okay, so let's get the Poplar. Special Poplar from hand. Activate effects to get original. Ash effect for Oak. And then Poplar triggers Engrave. Put it back into Spell and Trap. Special summon Ash back. Pop in, yeah. Ash for Flamberge. Sorry, Oak even for Flamberge. Now, special summon IP. Send Flamberge so that it then brings 2 back. Yep. Special Promethean by sending IP and 1 other. Activate that effect, bring back Flamberge. Okay. I could have gotten a Buried there, but I didn't, so let's just assume we're all good. So let's original to get the Ponix for Oak. Let's grab Sanctuary and Fire King Island. And then let's send the Ponix for Garunix. Garunix effect triggers, spec itself. Send Arvata to Graveyard. Arvata's then going to trigger to get back Ponix. Kirin effect to get rid of Ponix. Yeah. And then let's spec out Ambler with Promethean and Kirin. Cool. The Kirin effect didn't activate. Oh, it's a destroy. Sorry, it's not just sent to graveyard. Okay. Hindsight, I probably should have sent Garunix then, because he can have a graveyard effect next round, but that's fine. Let's activate Flamberge effect. Get the IP back onto the Spell and Trap zone. Pass turn. Nothing else I can do. That is the perfect round 1. Editor Sam here with the speed up. This guy's going to try and do his combo. I'm going to negate a few things. He's not going to be able to do anything. I get my turn back, spec out a couple more monsters, and just hit him for game. Game 3, this guy didn't do much. He then saw that I was playing Snake Eye, and I think saw me do a couple of combos, even though he negated a couple of things, and I think he just didn't want the smoke, so he, just quit the game before we'd even really started, so still counts. Game 4, I actually went down the Fire King line this time just because I had a better setup for it in the hand. Wasn't playing against a team comp that I really understood, so I kind of just went for a beatdown board and hoped for the best, and it did seem to work. I stole a couple of his monsters with my vampire zombie thing, and yeah, it ended up working out quite well. Game 5, my least favourite team comp. It was some like Fiendsmith whatever combo, and I had no idea what to do. I tried everything. You can see here there's a lot of stuff that I was doing. My combos were going right, and then yeah, he just gets to get rid of my board, do something else, negate all my effects, and bring out his Fiendsmith stuff, and I was just so lost, I couldn't do anything. Game 6, the last game. I was actually really happy with this game. I've got it sped up just because it was about a 15-minute long game. I was playing against Tempai, and as everyone knows, that is the most annoying comp on the game. But with Snake Eye Fire King, I actually managed to beat Tempai, and it wasn't just a simple win. I really had to like work hard and outplay him, play the right cards at the right time. You can see it right now, all my stuff's negated, and I was having to play around it and make the right moves, and managed to put some of his stuff into the spell and trap zone and get rid of a couple of his units that keep him special summoning. You can see I've got almost all 3 of his monsters back there, and yeah, just ended up being able to stop him, getting rid of all of his cards and winning.
So I can play this deck and I can win games, but I can still make mistakes like I did in the first game, where I quite literally don't activate an effect, play the wrong card, lose the game. It'll be interesting to take this into next week and see how much of it makes my deck better or worse, because I have noticed after some more testing since I filmed this, having those extra hand traps instead of more engine can brick, but I'm hoping that actually it's going to help me just to negate opponents' effects, so then try and set up the board myself.